With that being said, welcome to the new show on the block. Touching every topic, guaranteed to make it hot. Run them Phillip River spirals to girly running the rock. Run them lake show dunks to them game winning shots. It's a lock, it's a fact that we only spitting facts. Like who wreck a finna flop and who stay on top of that. Who the hottest of the month and who really spitting trash. Don't stress, just guess. This your favorite podcast. Everything should be dead after.
That's what he said.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending what time it is, wherever you are in the world, listen to us right now. I am Francisco, your host with the most, aka defective_TDK on the IG, and you are now tuned in to episode 70 of With That Being Said. And today, I promise you, I've been feeling it all day. We got a good one today. I got a good one, and it's a few reasons why. First of all, I got surprise guests with me, people that I like to be around. My friend earlier said you keep some good people around you, and I said that's the key to life, because it really is. You need to keep people around you who are going to keep you in check. My first guest, he's a fan favorite of the show. I think it's easy to say. Multiple appearances. This guy's like, if we had all-star games for this shit, he'd be voted in every year. Raul, talk to the people, man.
I mean, you can call me like Lou Williams or something if we like the Clippers, but we're Laker fans over here, and it's me, Raulito, aka _Tito, the number one dude that comes on as a fan for the fan favorites, and I'm ready. I'm here.
Number one
ready
dude.
to go.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Back-to-back appearances for you, and first time, we out here popping cherries. Hey, Raul, when's the last time you heard that phrase, pop a cherry? It's been a while, huh?
Pop cherries? I mean, I feel like you pop cherries all the time.
Okay, well, my girl listens to this, so let's not. Yeah, man, I got a very special guest. Like I said, it's the first time on the show. We got Dero in the building.
Hello, guys. Thank you very much for having me.
And
my first time.
And Dero is the new. Cheers.
Sip.
Or I shouldn't say new, but you are now the full sole owner of Taps. And as everybody knows, Taps is my go. It's my local drink. It's my go-to, man.
Congratulations, Dero.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you.
You guys know, you listen to the show. You know that we're going to be doing a little bit of sipping. Daryl, because this is your first time on the show, whenever the name of the show, with that being said, gets mentioned, gets said, right, that's when we here at the table tend to drink, all right? So another just cheers real
sip,
quick.
Not like a shot, just a sip. Or else the show will not finish.
We had one of those episodes. I'm not going to tell you guys which episode that is, where I didn't make it out. If you guys find it, if you listen to it, go ahead. It's still up. But I'm not going to tell you which one it is. Before we really get into it, before we get into the thick of things, I got some things that I got to get off my chest. I just got to go in real quick, okay? Last week, I was not on the episode. I was out of town for my birthday. I had a great time.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, guys. I was going to say thank you, everybody who wished me happy birthday. But my co-host, Daniel, took it upon himself to mention my name a couple times on the show.
He got brave.
He got real brave when Daddy wasn't home. You know what I'm saying? He got a little bit out of pocket. So I'm going to say this. I hope none of our listeners were driving while listening to the episode, because Danny might have put you to sleep. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to say that right now off top. Okay, I'm going to say this. If we're going to compare me and Danny, right, let's say I'm kind of like 4th of July. Danny's more Earth Day. You know what I'm saying? We just not the same thing.
If you guys were holidays.
If we was holidays.
He's Earth Day?
He's Earth Day.
I don't even consider that a holiday.
What do you do on Earth
Day? Now
you
know where I'm at. Okay, I was going to give him President's Day, but he don't even get that. And today, like I said, we going to have a good episode because I'm back and I'm in my bag today, all right?
Okay.
I'm feeling myself today, man. Daryl, I brought you on because, well, one, I like you. You're a good guy.
Thank you.
We have good conversations.
Yeah, we do.
And you're a kind person to be around. But I really wanted to talk about, now that you're the sole owner of Taps, what are we doing? What can we expect?
Well, definitely being able to, just make all the decisions on by yourself is a big thing. Not have to run it by somebody, or right. Not that it was a problem, but just you don't have to do that anymore. So your creativity can flow. You can do what you've always wanted, or take your steps, because it's a lot to take in all at once. You have to chip away at it little by little. But right. Menu changes, you could say some of the decor changes, but mainly keep the true essence of Taps there. Definitely the good quality of food, the good people, amazing beer list.
No, yeah, and that I've been there. I want to say it like 5 times.
Yeah.
I've been happy every time I left. It's
Thank
a
you.
great establishment. I've seen you, I think, maybe twice there.
Yeah.
But it's every time that I go, it's awesome.
Yeah. Thank you,
Yeah.
man. Thank you.
I want to ask, you mentioned menu changes.
Yeah.
What can we expect? Is it like focusing towards like healthy lifestyle? Because I feel like with social media,
Yeah.
it's the new year. People are,
Yeah.
new year, new me.
Yeah, food's changing, man. Like every year you go out, like there's like food is just changing the way it looks, the size of portions you're getting and stuff like that. So it's pretty much just like keeping up with the times, knowing how food costs and things change because we're small. Any little thing affects us, you know?
Right.
And so it's kind of like future proofing and just food has completely changed ever since we've been open, you know? Portions are smaller, things are healthier, there's a lot of vegan options and avocados and everything.
Right.
But then there's also like the crazy meaty places with the big sandwiches, and those are doing really well too. So I don't know. It's I'm doing it and learning and going. I've never done this before, so it's it's very real.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of change, I think maybe last year some law or some bill passed where like now everybody's just doing their own little pop-up shops and pop-up carts on every corner or whatever. And like thinking of change, I know they were doing like pop-up like fried chicken spots and like hot chicken, and it was super popular on social media.
It still is. They just passed something, I think it was last month, where you need to have like a license to have like a vendor or any kind of food sales on the street, but it's like $230. Like anybody can
get
you know?
it.
And
So it's just a paid license.
Pretty much.
Because
it's just
before that, it was
certificate
like
or something.
You had to get the health department.
Yeah.
And that was the only way you can do it. And that's the law you're talking about that got changed.
Yeah.
And that's where now more food trucks and like just people with carts, they're doing it by themselves now because they can get that license.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, it's great for people to be able to go out and literally get any kind of style of food or any kind of thing. It's so cool. But dude, is it like kept up to the standards of a restaurant? You're buying it on the street. I love street tacos. Like I love that style of food, but I know that it may not end up well. Like I may get sick or something. Like it happens.
Yeah.
You see them outside and they may have like refrigeration and all this stuff, but dude, they're putting the pots on the floor. And I
think a lot of it is like stuff we don't think about, where it's like obviously, like you said, you love street tacos. We fucking eat street tacos all the time.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
But it's like if you actually take the time to look at it, it's like, man, like how old is that salsa? Is that like fresh made?
I know.
How
like,
old is the onions? The shit that's just sitting around. It's like it's been there all day. Is it in the sun? I don't know.
Is it
like
from yesterday?
Is it from yesterday?
Yeah.
It's stuff that like I never really think about because it's like, oh fuck, tacos are good. But now that everybody's just popping up everywhere,
Bro,
you gotta be careful.
I get it. People are making money to feed their families.
Yeah.
And it's opening up jobs and all this stuff. That's great. That's always been there. But now it's just like they get to pop up like very close to restaurants. And they take business, dude.
Oh, for
and
sure.
it's like then they say like, well, why doesn't the restaurant just go do it? It doesn't work that way. You know what I mean? There has to be something where food trucks are regulated very heavily. They have to have a parking spot. A person actually goes, somebody from the health department goes, gives a full check like they do at a restaurant, which they should because, come on, bro, you're eating there.
Yeah.
But in these street vendors, they don't. And, it's not to say your grandma can't make the best tamales or whatever so you can bring them out and sell them.
Right.
It's, what if she dropped a few in the kitchen?
She's not telling nobody. She's
come
throwing that
on,
shit
bro.
in there.
Like, realistically, it's like, it's home-cooked food.
Yeah.
It tastes like home-cooked food. It's
Right.
bomb. But if you, God forbid, something happens, where are you going to go?
No, you're right.
I mean, that's what makes it better sometimes.
Of
Like,
course,
I drop my
man,
shit
little
at
seasoning,
home,
Oh yeah.
and then I pick it back up.
I don't always wash my hands if you ask me to prepare.
And you're like, all right, this is cool.
I'm gonna say this.
Seasoning? Yeah.
This Christmas that's just passed, me and my sister, we prepared the tamales. I mean, I'm not trying to brag. They were pretty fucking good. But also, did I wash my hands? My family doesn't listen to this, so it doesn't fucking matter. You know what I'm saying? Fuck them. They already ate it. Everybody lived. Everybody lived.
Of course.
We're here in 2020. Everybody lived.
Of course. But you take that one to the street,
Yeah.
and somebody who comes who doesn't get sick all year has one of them, and God forbid it doesn't sit right with them in the stomach or whatever, and they start complaining. What happens then? I don't know what happens then. There's no rules or laws or nothing.
And I already know who it is. I already know who it is. I have this person pictured out of my head. I already know who it is. It's the kid whose mom never got him vaccinated. That's the fucking kid that shows up and gets sick because of my fucking tamales, man. Fuck that. Fuck little Jaden.
Should have a vaccination spot next to your tamale
Fuck
spot.
yeah. Now we're thinking.
Yeah.
See, that's why you're a business owner. You're a fucking entrepreneur out here, dog.
Yeah, and Dero, like, you guys have food there. Have you ever collabed with, not a street vendor, but like somebody who has a food business and they come through, make some food for your customers?
Oh yeah, I think it was our Christmas party or it was some kind of party. I don't remember, but 100 Tacos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100 Tacos Catering.
Keon
Shout out
came-
Key.
Tacos, okay.
Yeah,
Shout out
dude.
Key.
Keon came by, hooked it up. Like customers loved it. It's all vegan
He
style
does vegan
tacos.
tacos, yeah.
You know, but it's
I mean, that's all the rave right now, vegan.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't try them, but my family showed up for the toy drive at Taps, and my sister's kind of on not plant-based diet,
Yeah.
but it's one of those things. You know, people just get a kick at random or whatever. So the fact that he was there, like the whole family tried him, everybody loved him. Everybody,
Yeah,
loved him.
dude, it's a big thing. I mean, it is. You need to start accepting that as like a lifestyle, and that's like I went through like a 1.5 phase of this. You know, and it's a lifestyle. But now we have like we actually have like vegan tacos and vegan other options and vegan wraps and all this stuff and it's bomb. Non-vegan eaters get it.
Right.
And that's where it.
That's how you know it's
bomb,
good.
Yeah, if
That's
it's
what you
bomb,
want, 'cause you know it's good.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you know what? I've only had vegan food once. I had like vegan chicken wings. Oh, they were fucking gross.
What?
They were-
Chicken wings?
Yeah, it might have been because they were like
yeah, we do cauliflower wings at the restaurant. If
they
they're
were
done right, man, they're not greasy. They're not like because if they fry it too long, it gets mushy. Because it's a cauliflower.
yeah, but
It's the
also
consistency.
Also,
yeah.
the ones that I had though were like leftovers. Like someone brought them for me from wherever they were eating, and then I ate them the next day. So
Oh,
maybe
yeah,
that's why.
yeah.
Yeah, you gotta
100%.
repurpose them, so
Yeah,
it's a
but
little
like
hard.
I remember eating it and just being like, I have to drown this in ranch, or else I'd rather not
Yeah.
eat it. And
Yeah.
and if it gets to that point, I mean,
That's, you're basically eating ranch at that point.
you see me, I'm not living the healthiest lifestyle right now, baby. You see me.
Yeah.
But yeah, you also mentioned some change coming to decor.
Yeah, I mean we've I do a lot of artwork, so I've never put it up before. I do photography.
Okay.
I've been doing it ever since I was like really young. All different kinds, portraiture, anniversary stuff, engagements, but mainly it's all urban street work.
Uh-huh.
And I've never printed anything. I just started to print like all the pictures. I've not all of them, but slowly started to print stuff, and it looks good. I want to put it up and see what it looks like.
Photography for me is one set of art that I have tremendous respect for. Just because, I feel like you always gain respect for something once you try it yourself.
Yeah.
And what I try to think of it as is, you put me and Dero next to each other, you give us the same exact camera, and we're looking at the same exact thing, but we're not gonna get the same picture.
Yeah.
Because it's experience, it's practice. You have to have an eye for it.
Yeah.
So I've always had tremendous respect for photography. But I mean, you can't tell me you're never scrolling down Instagram and there's a picture that makes you stop. You're like, wow, like that's a really good
Yeah,
picture.
man. That's what it's for, But I've taken the pictures and always leaving them on your computer and on your phone is one thing, but like printing it, that like you can really see what you did. You know what I mean? And I started to do that. I found this cool discount website for canvas prints. Just start ordering up stuff, and I was like, damn, this looks good. Like it looks good,
You make it tangible, because when you have it on the screen, it's kind of hard to tell not what it's gonna look like, but how it's gonna feel. So once you get it printed on a canvas, that's even better.
Yeah,
like you're
man,
getting
I've never done that before,
something big, and when you see it, you're like, hey, I appreciate this a little bit more now.
Yeah, 100%. I never needed to.
Right.
And then I found a need. I was like, dude, let me see if this.
I know I've mentioned this to you one time before, but I want to bring it up again because I hope you go through with it. That there's this cafe right here in Pacoima that has art all across they have pictures, paintings, and it's all decorated on the inside of the cafe.
Okay. You said Pacoima?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And they actually have that art for sale. So you go in there, eat, you have a meal or whatever, and if you see something you like, you can purchase it there. And then the money obviously goes to the artist.
Dope.
So I'm kind of hoping if you do put up your pictures that you could do something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like I've seen places that do that. That's really cool. Like you walk in and it's some really good quality artwork.
And my thing is, obviously I want you to do it because I want your artwork to get out there. I want you to be able to decorate how you see fit, and I'm sure it is amazing artwork. You show me some pictures that you have, but like on your phone, I haven't seen the actual screen prints. But also, probably the biggest reason why I want for this to happen is because you know how baller it would look if I walk in there and I'm like, give me that one, and I just take it off the fucking wall. Yeah. Everybody in there has to respect my juice after that.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm making
we leave
a statement.
it empty for a while so people can see the.
They're like, hey, what's missing there? Oh, this fucking guy came in and bought it. Cash money, baby.
He just said, I want that one.
I want that one. And then I don't even touch it. I have somebody else take it off and walk it out to my car. You know what I'm saying?
Look in the direction of the picture.
You gonna tell me people don't respect my juice after that? Come on, son.
I'll do that for you. I'll go pick it up. And
Thanks,
I'll bring an umbrella,
man.
So I'll be like Foxworth.
I was gonna say you have to wear a suit. So how long have you been at Taps now? How long have you had it?
So it's going on 7 years.
Honestly, time flies by.
It does, man.
Time flies by.
It does.
But I'm sure in those 7 years, you've had a couple stories, right?
Oh, 100%.
So, crazy stories have accumulated.
Crazy
there.
stories.
Do you have any podcast friendly stories that we can hear?
He's like, no.
And by podcast friendly, I mean you hear the way I talk on this motherfucker. It could be anything.
It could be anything.
Yeah, I mean, where do you want to go? Like embarrassing stuff or like fights? I mean, we haven't had fights, so we've been very lucky. We've had it like dude.
Oh, never a fight in the 7 years? Oh, no. That's awesome.
It's definitely the environment like you.
That's fucking bucket list for next time, dude. I'm there.
Oh man.
Me, I don't fight.
Yeah, it's not like
a
well, knock on wood.
No, you don't win fights. But you
fight. I don't fight.
Oh shit. No, it's we've been lucky in that regard, but I've had this is like weird. Most bartenders may even have a similar story like this, but I've literally had a woman at the bar go through a divorce like right in front of my eyes.
Oh my!
Where the husband calls and says, "I'm keeping the kids," and she's like, "No, you're not." And I've just met this person for like 3 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, and like I don't know what to do.
Now you have to consult
psychologists
the person.
don't even know what to do, bro.
Yeah.
Are you like it's that was pretty crazy, but
that's been a one-time thing, or
that's been one time.
Okay.
No,
I was gonna say, if it happens more than once, it might be you, Dero.
I froze, dude. I didn't know what to say.
It's somebody going to a bar. They're just choosing the bar.
Daryl might be bad luck if it's happening more times around you.
No, man. They sat down. She was like, "Oh, she was in a great mood. Oh yeah, I have lunch break from work, getting a beer, whatever. She gets a phone call, and it just happened. And I was really lucky. Nobody else was there. It was just like early in the morning.
Oh, okay. So it's empty.
Yeah. So like what do you like? You go into psychologist mode. You just help out a little bit.
I would have no idea what to tell this person.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh no, I didn't try to like meddle in or anything like that. I let them say something.
Yeah.
And then I know it's okay to talk about it. But man, that was really weird because then she said you're not getting the kids and and I don't have kids, but like I can understand.
Right.
I can imagine.
But the conversation was just. You couldn't hear the dude. You could hear.
No,
her.
but yeah. He said.
You could kind of figure what
it's over. I want a divorce. Yeah. I'm keeping the kids. Yeah. You ain't getting shit. That's what I heard. And she went just red, just boom. She goes in on the phone, and it was pretty intense, man. But because the thing is, she didn't leave after that.
Yeah, she ordered a drink. I was gonna say, did she go back to work?
It's so awkward.
I would have stayed if I was her. I would have stayed.
I did not want like an emotional drunk girl at the bar saying like "fuck life" and I'm over this and like I did not want that. So
that's when you start counting the drinks as a bartender. You're like, all right, she already had 2. I'm gonna cut her off at 4, probably.
Yeah, say it's company policy.
Yeah, it's company policy. You are the company, man.
It's company policy for divorces.
For divorcees.
Yeah, but that was weird, man.
As an establishment, how important are like Yelp reviews for you guys?
The quality of the review definitely matters. I think now people are actually like reading the stuff. Not to say I'm a Yelper myself, and I'll straight up say right now, the customer I don't think is always right. I don't know how.
It's true.
In that regard, because Yelp now, man, it's turned into we have great reviews. Lots of restaurants have amazing reviews. And it's nice. They get to maybe advertise or show how good the business is by just a glance of how many stars you have. But reading this stuff, I mean, it's that's the important stuff. But realistically now, it's gotten to the point where I don't care.
Oh, okay.
Like people just say whatever they want and it won't get taken off.
Yeah.
But if my homie who just opened up a Yelp account and put in a couple reviews somewhere else and actually has a real good review to write, his will get removed. Yeah. It'll get like filed away.
Oh, they don't all go up.
No. If like, let's just say you open up a restaurant tomorrow,
Okay.
and a bunch of your friends, like a few of them
Titty
don't have
bar,
Yelp
titty bar.
accounts. Yeah, titty bar.
Hell yeah.
They don't have Yelp accounts, and they open up a new Yelp account and they write a review. It's gonna get filed away. It's a new account. They know somebody opened up a new account just to write you a fake ass review.
Oh, I see. Oh, I didn't know they did that.
And they did that, so like they won't now. Unless like the reviewer, unless the reviewer attacks the worker like with words to say like, this bitch, da da da, whatever, or says something racial or anything like that, then Yelp may remove it. But we have a couple reviews in there, which obviously every restaurant has those crazy stories of stupid reviews.
So I've
but
heard
we have a few up there. Yeah, we have a few up there, and like the customer is absolutely wrong.
Yeah.
And I'll just stand up and say it. Like I'm one of those people that always wants to comment back and just rip into them.
I see you as that person.
But bro, I would love to do that. But I don't know. There's a couple restaurants that are known for doing that, but I've never even responded to one. So. You just leave it alone, man.
Yeah, Wendy's social media game is on point. Wendy's is always trashing people on Twitter. That shit's hilarious.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Theirs are funny. Theirs are really funny.
Those are good. But I know. I'm glad that you called yourself a Yelper and you spoke to the credibility of the reviews, because it's so easy to go on there and somebody's angry because I don't know, they feel like they got overcharged or something, and they just go on there and they'll be like, the food's trash, the waitress was a bitch.
Or they had a divorce at the bar and they said fuck life.
Yeah.
And they said everything today was horrible. Yeah, that'll stay, man.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be an overcharge. It might be something you didn't like that you saw from somebody bringing you your drink, or the way the food was made, and then you're just gonna go off. You're gonna be like, you know what? I really don't like this place. And if they have like a tenure at Yelp, their shit's gonna stay up.
100%.
So that sucks in that sense. So that just means Yelp needs to do more. Not fact checking. I forget what when
they say they have a formula. That's what they say.
Okay.
When I call them, they say we have a formula. I'm like obviously of course.
Right.
Formula.
Me too.
Well, you don't know what it is, but it's,
I can't go into details on how our formula works, man. But we got one.
And then some people don't have time.
Yeah, 100%.
And they have too much time in their life that they're just gonna go somewhere and talk shit about that place.
Yeah, and it's crazy, man. I mean, you see it happening, but now you have elite Yelpers where you treat them like royalty. They'll hit you up. Hey, I'm gonna be in your area. Mind if I stop in?
Really?
I'm like, what? Like it's like
I would do that.
We gotta make Yelp accounts, because then
it's serious. We're gonna get
served,
and then you uptreat them, because they matter.
Yeah.
They're gonna write me in like 2 paragraphs, heartfelt, from the heart.
Hell yeah.
And they're gonna write that out, and it's pretty crazy. All the social media accounts you follow, all the food ones, this and that. It's now it's turned into. That's, I think, obviously they just go out and places that pay them, they'll do a review or whatever, they'll do this and that, but
that's business.
That is 100% business, but I think the Instagram reviewing is way more real.
When they do the posts, you're saying?
When they do posts, or when you see comments, and like if people are commenting and stuff like that, like
the geotags, right?
Yeah, you know where it is, you know where the restaurant is, people can see
I
like
feel
where
that.
it's cool.
I feel that because it's more. What's the best way to put it? It's more in the moment, because when most of the time, I want to say like 70% of the time, people who are posting geotags, they're either really having a good time or they're gonna tell you, "Hey, nah, this place is whack."
Yeah. And you know what? Yeah, I would say, I don't want to say it's more likely more effective, but I'm just thinking if I'm rolling through my Instagram, I'm scrolling down, and I see one of those posts and I just happen to come across it, like cool, I can stop and read it, and it stands out because it's not the norm of what I see on my feed.
Yeah.
As opposed to if you go to Yelp and you're looking through reviews, it's easy for shit to get lost.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's when you want to find something on Yelp, if I want to find a specific restaurant, like I'll find it, and you can now Yelp whenever they hit us up, like for restaurants to advertise on Yelp, it's we'll put your restaurant above all the other restaurants in Yelp, to click on.
Right.
But then it's like it works. It works and it doesn't. It's weird, man. When we start doing like I've done a couple like runs of Yelp ads. Sometimes it goes really well. Sometimes you stop the ads and then people come in. People like it's really weird, man. You don't know, but I think if you hit all of them like a little bit, do some Instagram ads, do this, do that. It's all of it together. I think will. And I'm learning all this stuff, bro.
Let me ask you a question. How important is social media in the aspect of business? Like how how far do you dive into each of these different channels, basically?
Dude, it's I don't use it in my day-to-day, so I always like, I don't think it's very important like that, but it runs everything, bro.
I just want to say I definitely messaged Dero on IG, and like I had to text him because he didn't get back to me.
No, in my personal one though, in my personal one, like I have one for the taps, and I'm always on the one that taps, and I don't see the other messages. But no, exactly with that, like it's very important, but I'm getting more training in it. You could say there's so much shit you gotta know and understand and all this stuff. But I can take the photos.
Okay.
Like I can do like some of it. Like I'm doing some of it, but like the posting and the upkeep and the this and that.
Do you have somebody for that to help you?
I just started to get somebody.
Awesome.
My very very close friend. It's
because it's like a talent.
It is, man. It's whenever you want to post something, like I'll take the picture, okay? Mm-hmm. I'll put the picture. I'll start writing, and then like you overthink the shit out of it.
Yeah.
I'm like, what kind of message am I gonna write with this one picture that's gonna hit people? Like, who gives a shit? And then take the photo and post it. Yeah. But it's a big thing, bro.
And what you end up doing is you put Drake on shuffle, and you just wait for a quote, and then you throw that shit on there.
Fuck, man. But then people who are in this, like you sound great when you do this.
Thank
like
you.
people who take. Whatever your skill is,
Mm-hmm.
But if it's in that, some people are so fluid, dude. Right. It'll just boom. Yeah. I know it's marketers and all these other people, yes, but no, some people like really have it in them.
There's a reason that people get paid for it.
Yeah, bro.
Because somebody's good at it.
Yes.
And I know personally, like for the show, I'm not gonna say any names, but we got to get a little bit better at that. We got to be a little more active on Instagram, man.
He's been kind of good. I know he's over there sitting in the corner.
Hey, no, it wasn't him.
It wasn't him?
It was me.
Oh, it's you?
So I've been pretty good. Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
So I retract.
Was that a setup?
I retract my comment and I give it to him.
Thank you, man. Thank you. All I'm
Andres,
saying
I'm
is
sorry.
We're about to come on our yearly performance reviews, and it's gonna be interesting.
Wow.
We know. Let's talk raises. Let's talk.
What do I get? I get like a 2-year review because I'm here like every 3-4 months.
I'm gonna get you something. You know what? We gotta do. I've seen a couple other podcasts where it's like comedian based and they come on and they have a good time. And then at the end of the year they do like a guest of the year and they let people vote on it.
Okay.
I'm gonna get
that's cool.
I'm gonna get like a sick Letterman jacket for the guest of the year.
Guest of the year.
Yeah, that'd be tight.
I'll give you 20% off if you choose me. Yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
For how long though? For how long?
Say less. We talk off mic.
That's cool, man. Dude, you should absolutely do that. That's
I think it'd be cool. And then it's still the beginning of the year, so I mean we got hella episodes to go through.
Yeah, that is awesome because I think I look good in Letterman. So.
God damn. Just me. Get fake Louis Vuitton stitching on it or whatever it is, I get a discount on it. Don't worry about it. We're talking about tasks, but I kind of want to dive into you more personally. I want to get to know you. And one of the things that's so interesting to me is I'm ignorant, and I can say that. I feel like you have to accept that, and you have to be willing to say that, because if not, that's how you get attacked, okay? It's not my fault that I was raised in a community of, 90% of us were Hispanic. That's all we know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
So then I meet a friend like Dero, and it's like, I'm ignorant to like your ethnic background or your culture. I have no idea about any of it. You know what I'm saying? Like when we were off air, you said, oh, I don't even drink cognac. But like you should, because people in your community do, right?
Yeah. I'm Armenian and I'm Persian Armenian, and we 100% drink cognac. And I'll enjoy it.
I didn't even
drink a choice.
I didn't even know that was a thing, though. You see, like that's how ignorant I am to your culture. So I definitely want to delve into that and get into that a little bit. But you're married, right?
Yes, I'm married. Been married
Happily.
Okay.
Happy. Just make sure, man. Just make sure, man.
Stop kicking me, bro. Yeah.
It sounded sincere. He sounds happy.
Yeah, it did sound sincere.
Yeah.
It did sound. If she's listening, it sounded very sincere. I see the look in his eyes. He's glowing right now.
I'm smiling right now.
But so how does owning a business affect like your personal life with your marriage? And stuff
man,
like that?
it's like a be careful what you wish for on your own business type thing. But it takes up like 90% of your time, man.
Right.
You have to have a very understanding partner to do anything, so it's but it's like a give and take, you got to be down to put in the time and all this other shit, and then see what happens at the end.
Do you get grief for it
What's up? Oh yeah, man. Yeah, we have a big family. I'm always like, every once in a while, I'll always be the guy who won't like make it to something or like always be late or da 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 da.
Right.
And it's 100% because of work. Mm-hmm. You know, everybody understands and stuff, but like, I think there's like a fine line, and I'm starting to see those lines now. You know?
I mean, definitely has to be balance in life. Everything is about balance.
And if I could tell you guys something is, whenever I hear somebody who's one, happily married, two, very good at it, they say it's all about a give and take. So that's the principle, I think.
Right.
Yeah, man. And we're learning as we go, man. We've been together for a while, and it is.
Oh, really? How long you guys been together?
It is 12 years now.
12 years together, and how long you been married?
5.
5 years. Wow.
Yeah.
So you do a lot of sleeping on the
6,
couch?
Sorry if I'm wrong.
My goodness.
5, 6.
5, 6 years is a long time, dude. It's a long time.
Yeah,
Even
man. I met her. I met her
too.
before I had a fake ID when I met her.
Damn, look at you, man. You always have that amazing beard, though?
What's up? No, man.
It
started going in like the 6th grade.
That's what. No, he was 3. He was 3.
Because
My mom said, "Don't shave. If you shave, it's gonna start. It's gonna happen." And I was like, "Fuck it."
Because if you have that beard, you almost don't need a fake ID, man.
No, man.
Because I know my little brother, dude, since I can remember, my little brother has always had a mustache. I promise you, I think he had peach fuzz before me, dog. No way. There's like a 6-year difference. That boy came out the womb with a fucking... Wow.
Do you ever rock a mustache? Just a mustache?
Him?
No, you.
Oh, would I ever? I would.
Or have you?
I think I have, but also it looks like I kidnap children if I do just a mustache.
Most people
you know
do.
what I'm saying?
If you wear it like the right way, it looks...
What's the right way? It's not going to be twirling the end
or whatever.
like
It's got to be like a 90s mustache. I don't know if you remember the 90s mustache.
Like fat-ass mustaches
like
blocking
thick.
shit. Yeah, nicely groomed.
But you're not talking about like the 70s porno mustache,
No,
right?
no. No, those are
You're talking Ned Flanders on Simpsons? Because if I'm going to do anything, that's how I'm going to roll.
I don't remember his name. He was on so many like NCSI, something fucking shows. His shit was just like...
The man with the beautiful mustache.
And that's what he goes by now.
That's the one you have to wear if you have a mustache. If you can't grow that mustache, then give up.
Yeah, man.
Don't do it. Don't worry.
I feel like
my grandpa had a badass mustache. My dad rocks the mustache. I didn't.
So it's in your genes, man.
It is, man. And I'm Armenian, so it's in my body.
You can't fight it.
Did you guys watch Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah.
Do you remember the old guy, Master Roshi? Oh, you didn't?
No. That's awkward.
Awkward, but he had a dope ass
Star
mustache
Wars,
too.
No.
It's the same mustache that him and I were talking about.
Okay, I know exactly what he's talking about.
Hey, Allison, let's look up a picture real quick.
Dude, you didn't hear about Allison?
Oh, she got let go.
We got the sexual harassment scandal. We had to let her go.
Oh.
And honestly,
awkward.
She was telling the truth about everything she said. She wasn't lying.
Your lawyer's telling you can't talk about it right now.
Man, my lawyer, he can't even do the Instagram post, man. I gotta talk to him about something later, man.
He's trying to pull you out, man. Stop.
Dero, I have to ask you, because you said you didn't watch Dragon Ball Z. What's her age difference?
I'm 31.
31?
That's
okay.
not that much.
Yeah.
No. I
just
just never got into like the anime and the this and that. No.
What about Cartoon Network?
Cartoon Network, all the cartoons, all the stuff. But like once it got into like anime, and I've never I like superheroes, but I've never really been into comics and superheroes and stuff. Like I like Spawn, and I've read Spawn comics and stuff. But like to Marvel, Capcom, all this stuff, like I like it, but I'm not like a.
You're not delving into it.
No.
Yeah.
And Dragon Ball Z was literally another just superhero story.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
On a massive level because the story pertains to there being unlimited power. They just grow every season. They just get more powerful. There's no end to it.
Like I love the art. Like it looks dope. Like I know like the general story of it, but like diving in, like some of my staff, dude, actually all of them, they're like diehard Star Wars fans. Mm-hmm. They know quotes and episodes and movies and whatever the hell. And it's all great, but like that's one subject. Also, I don't know anything. No, man. Like I've seen a few, but like I don't hate it. Like it's awesome. Like I understand the following, but I don't really know anything.
Danny would be upset right now.
Yeah. And I will walk away. Like I respect it. Whatever. Swing your, lasers or whatever.
That's
swing your what? Swing your what?
I'm joking.
Nah,
I know
I'm
offending a lot of people.
Nah, I like it. Fuck Star Wars, man.
Yeah.
Fuck them,
bro.
I'm the only Star Wars fan right now. Then.
Yeah. Fuck Star Wars, man. I don't get it. I know Baby Yoda was a thing, but
I mean,
besides
I still
that,
love y'all, but Star Wars, that's the shit.
But
that's the shit.
You mentioned your staff, right?
Yeah.
I need you to know that I'm a little bit of a sneaky guy.
Okay, you look like a sneaky guy.
I do look like a sneaky guy.
Yeah.
So here's what I do. I bring you here. I invite you. I get you comfortable. Give you something to sip on. Right? We having a conversation. Everybody's having a good time. But now is where I do the 180.
Oh.
Right now is where I turn you around. And pause, because I was gonna make a real bad joke there. Pause. Right now is where I get you uncomfortable.
Okay.
You know what this is right here? Oh, sorry. You know what I have in my hand? You know what this is?
Absolutely not. It looks like a badge.
It's
a ticket actually. It's a piece of paper from the restaurant. It says thank you.
Yep. And this is where people write down orders from your restaurant actually. And what's written on here is a couple questions from your staff that they wanted me to ask you.
Wow.
Okay.
So we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna start off easy, okay?
Okay. Put my pistols away.
My boy got set up.
Start off easy.
My boy's trapped. Dero, you got set up.
You answer as honestly as you want to. But any question that you don't want to answer, I'm gonna need you to take a sip of your drink, okay?
Okay.
The first question, like I said, I'm gonna start off easy.
You should start with a sip.
You should start with a sip. We should all do a sip. With that being said, we should all hit a sip of this bitch.
I mean, you're putting a little pressure on my man right now.
I know.
He's going to have to decide.
Go ahead.
He's going to have to decide.
As Dero pours more Jamie. It gets real in the field sometimes, man. Like I said. We need more? I got you.
Sure.
I don't think
Open it.
This is the behind the scenes stuff that they don't get to hear all the time. You feel me?
Yeah, they're gonna cut this stuff out. That's what they told me.
Honestly, most of this shit ain't making the show, man. I don't even have a podcast. I just wanted to hang out with you guys. I'm delusional.
Thank you, man.
Here we go. Easy question. First one. Obviously, besides me, who's your favorite regular at the bar?
Oh man.
And more than likely, they're gonna hear this.
Yeah, they're gonna hate any answer I give. Warren? Yeah. Warren's regular as fuck. In a good way. He's a fantastic human being.
Okay.
Very interesting person. Extremely interesting.
We're going to do this. Besides your cooks, who's your favorite employee?
Damn.
And I didn't come up with these questions. They were handed to me.
How do you answer something like this? What do you mean favorite? Like who has the parking spot? Everybody has the parking spot.
Dero, you know where he found this? Employee recommendations. He went
the suggestion box.
The suggestion box.
Wow, favorite employee.
That's what it says.
Well, they
Besides
open up
cooks,
the can. I'm gonna let him have it.
It says besides your cooks, who's your favorite employee?
Let me give you some advice. Be LeBron James. Just kill the question. Be like, I don't have a favorite employee.
They're all favorites in my eyes. So I'm gonna.
So he says as he takes a sip. I love it. I love it.
I try to help you, man. I try to help you.
Nah, man, do you, baby? Fuck, marry, kill. Okay.
From his job.
Your employee. No, I'm just kidding.
I was about to say,
holy shit!
You can't.
Yeah, my jaw dropped. I didn't know what was going on.
Lawsuit.
No.
And he's married.
No. Fuck, marry, kill. 1, San Fernando Brewery. 2, 818 Brewery. And 3, Hand Brewed Brewery.
Oh shit.
Are these homies?
Yeah, like we know all of them like really well.
I like.
Okay, fuck it. I'll say the one that I know the least, San Fernando.
We're gonna kill San Fernando Brewery.
Yeah, because I know the hand guys. I know some of the people from San Fernando, but not as many.
Okay.
So we'll let the people talk.
Where
the
is
people
Hand?
I know?
I've never. The other two I've been to, but
Hand is on Lassen and Varial.
Okay.
A smaller brewery. They make fantastic beer.
Gotta go check it out.
But they all make different styles of beer. It's pretty cool.
Okay, so fuck, marry between 818 and Hand.
Oh, Chad, what do you mean?
I don't know, dude. This is what was given to me, but also we were all kind of drinking when these were getting written up.
Okay, fuck it. Hand brewed.
To fuck?
Yeah, no, kill it.
I don't know where I was going with that one, man. But either way, it sounds
made
like
me,
you're
he
in
made
stuff.
me answer. This isn't
Yeah,
even know where he's
Basically,
going.
the other two are just like up for grabs. He'll marry or fuck the other one, but the one that dies is Hand.
That was kind of weak, huh? Let's do celebrities instead. Let's do Vanessa Hudgens, Demi Lovato, and throw me a third.
A third?
Yeah. Vanessa Hudgens,
Jessica
Demi
Biel.
Lovato. Jessica Biel.
Oh.
Okay. Little bit
All
over.
I gotta say is that I don't know if you guys saw this on IG. You guys do have IG. So Vanessa Hudgens threw some thirsty Thursday traps yesterday.
Really?
I'll be looking at those.
You guys gotta.
He's looking at them right now.
He's looking at them right now. His pants are around his ankles.
Anyway,
I don't
He
know.
knew about this.
Back to the question. You said Hudgens.
Vanessa Hudgens, Demi Lovato, and Jessica Biel. What are you doing, Ro?
Which one am I gonna choose?
Fuck, marry, kill.
Oh, fuck, marry, kill. All right,
Holy
so
Moses.
I'm gonna marry Jessica Biel.
Okay, good for
I'm
you,
gonna
man.
smash Vanessa Hudgens, and unfortunately, I'm gonna kill Lovato. But she's bad though. I'm not.
Well, you killed her, so it doesn't matter.
But she gotta go. She
Dero,
gotta go.
I know you're
Yeah.
married, so do
Yeah.
you care to participate in this or
Yeah, I mean, I'll just. I'll
not? All right, cool.
Like I said.
For me, I'm definitely smashing Demi Lovato because, like
Okay.
you said, she's bad.
She is bad.
But also, she's a little bit crazy, huh?
Yeah,
So
she looks like the craziest one out of all of them.
Yeah. So that's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
the smash. That's
Yeah.
just the smash. Kill. I'm gonna have to kill Jessica Biel because let's be honest, she's a little bit past her prime, right?
Nah, she still looks good.
Can you kill her? She's a fucking.
She was a vampire
Bro.
slayer in one of her
Yeah,
movies.
bro,
though.
she's crazy, man.
Yeah, and I'm gonna end up marrying Vanessa Hudgens, man. I feel like she's probably the most wifey material out of those three.
Right now, yes.
And I talk like I know them, but
Yeah.
you know, I'm just,
you see him all the time.
my interpretation from
I just like
IG.
older women. I'm sorry. So,
Do you?
and in this situation, yes.
Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. There, we're gonna get into topics that we usually hit on this show. You're okay to join us for conversation,
Yes,
right?
100%.
So since we're gonna get into these topics, it's only right that we start with motherfucking Kobe Bryant, man. This last week was the anniversary of Kobe's 81-point game. January 22nd, 2006.
Yep.
2006. Where the fuck was I 2006? 2006, how old?
High school, maybe?
No. Oh, yeah, actually.
I graduated high school. It was 1 year that I graduated high school. I
I was
graduated
in
in
8th
05.
grade.
You started high school.
Oh, no.
I started 07. But also I did like 6 years of high school, so it kind of throws me off.
Yeah.
But January 22nd, 2006, against the Toronto Raptors, Kobe goes out, puts 26 in the first half, and puts up a 55-piece in the second half alone. In 2 quarters, he put up a 55-piece. Come on, son. And you have to think, when you go back and you look at those highlights, double team, triple team, spinning, fadeaway, attacking the rim. He was just giving you everything that fucking night.
He was driving. He was popping mid shots. He was popping threes. I think the threes came more consistently in the second half.
I think at a certain point, they were just like, we can't do shit with this guy.
But they were still trying.
Yeah.
Even if you watch the last shot he went for, they were still trying because they fouled him. I think the last two were
His last 2 points were free throws.
free throws.
Yeah, I mean, usually when somebody scores 81 points, 15 points of them are free throws because it's a center or Wilt Chamberlain or whoever
Right,
it is
one of
that's
those
fouled
guys.
30 times.
And
Yeah, bro.
that's what makes it more impressive because
Yeah.
Will Chamberlain, everybody knows he put up the 100 points in
Yes.
the game, but he was a dominant center in an era where guys just
No,
physically
bro,
they were not
dude,
there.
that's the era you'd want to play in. If
Oh,
you were gonna
hell
make
yeah.
money in the NBA,
Oh, hell
you
yeah.
wish you played in that era.
But I'm saying his 100 points were dunks and layups and free throws.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then you have this guy doing spin moves, fadeaways,
Fucking
threes.
jamming on people, bro.
So I was gonna ask you guys, if you're in that position, if you're the head coach for the Raptors, or even if you're the guy that's out guarding Kobe, do you guys have like a game plan on that night when you see him going crazy? Like what do
Are
you
you
think
being
going through
are you
his mind?
being like real, or are you like you're just
or just because my
Because like
thing is,
even in football, sorry to cut you off. Even in football, they would say like hurt the fucking guy. Like, are you like do whatever the fuck you can, put in a fucking third string to hurt the motherfucker. Like if you're looking at it like that, but if you're the Toronto coach looking at this amazing thing happening in front of your eyes, all you do is just play basketball, tell him to guard him as close as you can. But if he's clicking, bro, he's clicking. You can't stop it.
So my thing is, in this game, they needed all of those points because it was a close game. I think the final score was maybe like 10, 12 point difference.
Yeah.
So they needed those points from him. So if you're the Toronto Raptors and this is happening, you're like, we still have a chance to win this game even though he's going off.
Shut this fool down. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to triple team him and I'm going to say someone else has to beat us. You got Smush Parker on his fucking team. You got Luke Walton. I'm going to make them shoot. You're not going to beat us. But I mean, yeah, like you said, it's one of those nights where he's clicking. You really can't do much of a man at that
he
point.
was on, man.
I just think that was his like. What do they call it? Like when you have your golden year, you're like 27 or whatever. That was his golden game, and he was just clicking to the point where I think only two. Like if you look at the box score, only two other players were in double digits. Everybody else was like 3 points, 6 points,
But
7.
that
Were
also
there-
comes with like shot attempts. Like he's shooting the ball, so no one else getting
No,
shots.
he was the only one shooting.
But
the
also,
ball.
if he's on fire, you're not gonna get in the way. You're gonna be like, give him the fucking ball, let him
and
go.
who got the most assists? That's what I want to know. Who was? Damn, that would
honestly, somebody on the team probably had like 2 assists. Because I know he was dribbling the fuck out of that.
Oh,
ball. He was not passing
okay.
it up, man.
he himself had like 3, I want to say, or maybe
Probably,
4.
yeah. He
Wow,
didn't
okay.
do much passing. But yeah, like because it was a close game and you had a chance to win, yeah, like go triple team, make someone else beat you. But if it's a blowout and he's just going off, at one point you look up at the scoreboard and be like, let this guy make history.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Like just let him do it.
No, but the thing is, the blowout was only happening from first and second quarter. I think third quarter was when they caught up. So when first and second was going on, he only scored 14 and 12, which I don't mean to undermine it. That shit is still great.
Yeah, you have 12 points
Yeah,
in one
of
quarter.
course, of course.
And then 12 in the other. You got
I mean, yeah, if he scored those points like throughout, like that would be kind of ridiculous. Because then you would be just shitting on the Toronto Raptors
Yeah.
and say, where were you? Did you show up? You know what I mean? And obviously, like it didn't happen. But yeah, no, and plus it was a physical game, man.
yeah, and that's when
Yeah.
when he took off in the third quarter. He scored 26, I think, or 28. And then in the fourth quarter, he scored like 29.
Yeah.
And that's when the coach should have been
And it
quadruple team him. Like
it's crazy because this
Yeah.
game comes 1 month after he outscored the Dallas Mavericks by himself.
Yep.
Yeah.
In 3 quarters, they scored 61. Kobe
Yeah,
had 60.
he was the Lakers for a while. Like he was.
Oh yeah, he was
for a
the guy.
while.
Yeah.
yeah.
But it's crazy because I know we talked about it a couple of weeks ago. But in that game against the Mavericks, like Phil told Brian Shaw to go tell Kobe, you want to come in for the 4th? He's like, nah. And Brian Shaw's like, what do you mean? Like you have a chance to make history. He goes, it'll happen again. And the next month he gets 81. Like this fucking guy, man.
Wow.
Can't do nothing with him.
Wow.
Can't do nothing with him, man. He is who he is. Let's 180 and get sad real quick. Yeah, you guys down?
Okay.
Go the opposite.
All right.
Let's go down south. I'm ready. All right, I'm taking a sit.
Fuck yeah. January 22nd, 2008, unfortunately, was a day that Heath Ledger passed away. Obviously, Heath Ledger is known for his iconic role in The Joker. But he was also in a couple movies that I'm ashamed to like, to be honest with you.
Why?
Brokeback
Which one?
Mountain.
Okay, like skip that one. But like, what's the no, like okay, but what about the other one? Other than Brokeback Mountain, what's another movie?
Okay, real quick, I've never seen Brokeback Mountain, but
Lie.
that's
Look at
not
him.
a
He's shaking his
homophobic.
finger at me.
That's not a homophobic statement. I just haven't seen
Yeah,
it.
there's nothing wrong with whatever.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
No,
If
he's
really
like,
watch
you know
it.
how we all have guilty pleasures?
10 Things I Hate About
10 Things I Hate About You is one of my guilty
I love
pleasures.
that movie. That's a 90s movie.
Yeah,
We're
dude.
90s babies. What do you mean?
I think because when that movie came out, I have 2 older sisters, and that was one of my sister's like favorite movies, and I felt like it was such a chick flick rom-com, this high school girl, and then she gets played and finally ends up with him, whatever. But I fucking love that movie, dude. That's a great movie. Honestly, if that shit comes on, I always stop to watch it.
Yeah.
And it's one of those movies where you can like tune in halfway through and you're good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
It's a good
man.
movie. But he was also in Monsters Ball, Lords of Dogtown, like you said, Brokeback Mountain. You remember Blockbuster, right? People would go and rent the movies, Blockbuster.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, we remember Blockbuster.
Dude, on receipt and dude, are you kidding me, man?
So
People from this decade, I don't think.
So
they
it was
know.
I
it
need
was
to know.
Friday night, and we went to Blockbuster. And when you grow up with siblings, you guys all have to decide on a movie to get because your parents are not gonna let you get one movie each. So we're fighting over what movies to get. And my mom was gonna get a movie for herself, and she's like, "Oh, I've heard real good things about this movie." And she gets Brokeback Mountain, and I'm like, "Mom, that movie's about gay guys." And she looked at me and she goes, "Shut up! You don't know what you're talking about."
Oh my god.
So she goes home, and she puts it on, and like when shit starts going down, she turns off the movie and takes it off.
Oh my god.
I thought that was
She just wasn't ready. She wasn't ready.
yeah, man.
Nobody's ready for that. Like if you don't know, like the Patriot. I like The Patriot. That's a really good movie.
I think that's
The
where
Knight's Tale.
that's where Patriot and Knight's Tale, to me, that's where he became one of my favorite actors. He was still like really early in his career.
Yeah.
Really like he was young, but he was up and coming. And I mean, without me even knowing that he was gonna make a role like Joker, I was like, dude, this guy's good. Like, I
Oh
like
yeah,
him.
man. Yeah, definitely. Like in The Patriot, he died in a very the way of the bitch. Yeah, he died. He died very in a weird way.
But he
A
died-
Knight's Tale. That's such a badass movie, man.
Yeah, I vaguely
remember that
remember that
shit.
movie. I vaguely remember it. But it's crazy to think that like he passed away, and then a couple months later, the Joker comes out, or the Dark Knight comes out, and he makes his appearance. It's like, wow.
Well, yeah. Before who's the first Joker? No, the guy who sits in all the Laker games. Jack Nicholson. Jack Nicholson told him before he got the role. He said this role almost made me make.
There's a curse.
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
Joker's role,
They said like he said be careful of yourself. You're gonna get lost in the role. Blah 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 blah. And then that happened. Yeah, like that's pretty crazy, man. I mean, for a role to be able to do that to you, I know people sink into their roles.
Yeah, there are certain guys who just get into it. When he passed away, he was in the middle of shooting another movie, and they were like, I guess halfway through. So
something Emporium of something Parnassus. I
forget what it is.
I saw it. It's with him and Johnny Depp.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, once he passed away, a lot of his friend actors came in to fill in for his scenes to finish the movie, and I thought that was really tight.
Yeah.
That's what they did. I didn't know that. Wow,
it's fucking dope. Let's talk about somebody who is making me so angry as of late. It's your boy Antonio Brown, man. Your boy Antonio Brown has an arrest warrant out, and he actually turned himself in today.
Yeah.
For burglary and battery, all because he refused to pay a moving fee. It was a large fee. It was $4,000. It's a large fee.
Yeah, he. Man, dude, I read that people are saying he's been waving a red flag for a while emotionally. He's distressed. He's this and that. Dude, doesn't it come with all this? I mean, I feel bad for the guy, but like,
sometimes I feel bad for him, but then when I saw the things he was doing when he was like cussing out his baby mama in front of his kids, he was cussing at the police officers, calling pussies, dropping
fuck the police,
dropping
blah 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 blah. Yeah,
but he's doing all that in front of his kids.
Yeah, like, bro, terrible, bro.
Be better,
right?
Terrible.
But listen, but not to side with the bad guy. You gotta remember, like, football is a violent sport, so he's gotten hit. I can't remember like a violent hit where something.
Oh no, there is. Vontaze Burfict. I'm not gonna say that was the specific hit that did it.
That did it. Yeah.
But that one, he laid him out and they took him off the field.
But to me, like, so he probably has been in like medically in his brain, like he's been readjusted, and he's not like there. So he needs like mental help.
Yeah.
They put him on a psych hold and then they released him. Yeah. But like if I mean,
but he's not the one that's like trying to do it. So to me, right now, what just happened to him, like him getting an arrest warrant on him, it's kind of good because he has to go through the process now.
Yeah. There's structure now.
There's a structure there for him.
Yeah,
but the NFL should have set for him because, dude, like these dudes.
No, the thing is, man, like these people who've never had any money. Like, I'm not saying I've had money or any of us have, but like you got all this money, but hey, man, now that's your responsibility. Yeah, you just lost your bread, your main source of income. Okay, and that's all bullshit aside. You can say fuck the NFL or whatever, but obviously he'd rather be playing right now.
Oh yeah,
like come on. So if he did that to himself, man, and as the thing is, he's so good. If he wasn't good, nobody would give a shit.
No,
this fool's amazing, dog. Yeah, and if he wasn't good, man, like people would just like brush him aside. But it's sad what's happening, but he's doing it to himself. You have all the things around you you have all the money in the world to make this, like, I don't know. I'm not saying I know what he's doing his day to day, but he could fix this, man. I don't know, man.
I mean, to get a little deeper too, is that the NFL culture has always like catered to its players. Yeah. Like starting from high school. Like think about like how much either somebody's gonna get an A because they have to play in the game. And then college, we'll pay you. We'll buy you a house so you can come play with us.
How did the Steelers deal with this motherfucker for this many years, bro? They kept this fool on the wraps for so long. Nobody even heard any of these things. Antonio Brown was just a great receiver, and then he leaves the Steelers and bam, 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 top line of the story every time. What are you doing, bro? What's going on? There was something the Steelers, man. That's a great organization, apparently. You know.
Yeah, but you know what? I hope he gets help, and I hope he can turn shit around because it just makes me angry. It's frustrating, and it's sad to see at the end of the day.
It is sad to see. So that's why I'm happy to see that there is structure in his life now, in a bad way, like government, but
you can end up like Delonte West, bro.
Hopefully, it's a turning point. Man. Yeah. Another guy that makes me mad for a different reason is your fucking boy Eli Manning. He announced that he's retiring, age 39.
Why is that?
I'm going to tell you why he makes me mad. Let me get there.
Why are you enraged?
Man, age 39, 16 seasons, two-time Super Bowl champ, number 1 overall pick, and the Giants said that they're going to retire his number 10. The reason why he makes me mad is the fact that he's so inconsistent. I think he definitely played a little bit too long, maybe 3 years too long. But even then, even in the years,
5.
Man, you know what it is, dude? You know what it is, man? It's his face. Okay.
What about his face?
No, people look at his face, man, and he has that like I'm not trying face. Okay, just like who was the quarterback for the Bears? Jay Cutler. People hated that fool's face. I'm not saying he wasn't trying, but you would look at him and you'd be like, he's not giving a fuck.
He had that sentiment where he just didn't care whether we win.
Yeah, Eli Manning looks like he doesn't give a shit all the time. I'm not saying he doesn't, but I think people like bring it. You know, people they see that shit. I don't know.
Yeah, no,
he's just been average. I don't know.
Yeah, super average, and he's gonna be in the Hall of Fame.
No, let me tell you this. He has not just been average. He was great in the beginning of his career. Not great, but really good.
Really good.
Let me tell you. I can't remember.
He was really good at the beginning of his career. At the end of his career, it was really bad, which evens out to average.
So I'm gonna look it up. What I'm gonna tell you is that I think he has overall. He's 500. I think
that's what they put him in the last game for, man, to make his record 500 because he wasn't 500.
I think he has 117 wins in the NFL. That's very impressive. But he also has 117 losses. I think he is 500. I'm gonna look it up.
He is. No, he is 500. No, he is 500. He is 500.
Let me tell my story, man.
100% he's 500.
Oh, you gotta tell a story.
I got a story, man.
Go ahead, I'll look it up. Go ahead.
I was maybe like a couple weeks ago. I was talking.
Why you're mad?
I was talking to this dude who, the only reason he started talking to me is because we were in a place where I couldn't leave and we were standing next to each other. And I guess he saw that I was bored, so he felt the need to talk to me. And he started talking about football. He was a Steelers fan. And it's one of those guys, I wish he was drunk. I wish he was drunk because then he would have had an excuse to like not know what he was talking about, you know? He looks at Tom Brady and he goes, oh, Tom Brady's the GOAT, the gayest of all time. Am I right?
Oh, my God.
And it's just one of those guys that's like, oh, you think that's like legit a good joke. Like you think that's witty. You think you did something clever there and you didn't.
Wow.
And because we were talking about Tom Brady, I was like, dude, whether you like him or not, he's still fucking great. He's like, no, Eli Manning's better than him. He beat him twice in a Super Bowl. Like, Eli Manning definitely, okay, he did beat him twice in a Super Bowl.
That's his kryptonite.
He's not better than Tom. What planet do you live on where you think Eli? And especially because you look at those Giants teams or those runs they had from the wild card spot, the defense took them there. Yes, Eli Manning had one or two plays, which were the moments, the highlights that people capture and remember. But come on, dude.
Nah, man. No way, man. How many times did he let you down in fantasy? Tell me. I'm joking. I'm joking. No, he has. Of course he has.
Fantasy-wise, especially the last 5 years, he has not been that great. But if he would have retired, I'm telling you, if he would have retired 5 years ago, his track record would have looked more respectable.
Yeah.
Right now, he's... I looked it up. He is 117 and 117. But 117 wins... I think he surpasses a lot of the dudes that are in the Hall of Fame right now.
I'm sure, yeah.
What was the last game they won? It was against Philly, right? Where they were going to win anyways, and then they let him start?
Don't ask this Philly fan.
No, they were not going to win anyways.
They started Eli, so that he got the W on that. So technically, he was not a 500 guy.
That was his last win. That was his. He was under.
I like how you say you son of a bitch.
He was 499, but that made him 500. That last win.
But I'm saying,
thank you, Eagles. I love you, Eagles. But
like maybe because from my perspective, like I say, to me, he is an average quarterback. When I look at that record of him being 500, 117 wins is impressive. But he wasn't responsible for all those wins the same way he's not responsible for all those losses. So that doesn't do much for me.
No, but the beginning of his career, what I'm telling you, that's where his the chunk of also his Super Bowls were in, the 2 Super Bowls, and then the end of which has been the last 5 seasons. That's where he's had seasons where he was like 3 and
13.
3 and 13.
Yeah.
Quick math.
He was fucking 5 and.
But he got rocked a lot, man. If you look back, dude, this fool got hit so much.
But
dude, he got hit so. I'm so surprised he made all his games all the time.
This is the Manning thing. If you guys remember when the Mannings as quarterbacks, they give themselves up. They drop themselves before they get hit.
And Tom Brady's doing that.
Yeah, Tom Brady's the one that does that too. But the Mannings are known for that.
I feel like you just made that up, but whatever. Before we move on,
Yeah, do you know the guys? Like,
yeah,
you said the Mannings.
You know what I've heard about the Mannings? Super Bowls, touchdown records, wins. I've never heard. Man, those guys give themselves up.
They do.
They do,
There's
but
a
that's
reason.
not.
I'll
They're
look it
not
up.
known for that.
Yes,
they're not known
yes,
for
they
that.
Is that their family motto? Go down while you get touched.
Go down. You mean because they're not athletic running quarterbacks? So they go down.
Exactly.
Every non-athletic quarterback goes down. It's not a Manning thing.
So the equation to that is next they give themselves up.
All right, if
They
you want to
drop.
give it to him, let's give it to him. Before we move on, I just want to say you can't pick and choose certain parts of Eli Manning's career to base on. You have to take the whole thing. He was good at the beginning, bad at the end. His whole career as a whole, he was average.
Anytime if he wasn't starting,
Hall of Famer,
if he wasn't starting, and your quarterback took a shit, and you had to look at Eli and say you're gonna go in the game, would you? Anytime, no matter when, would you ever feel really good about that? Like, hey, yeah, man, motherfucker, you're going in right now, you're gonna win us the game.
I think
Absolutely not.
I would trust him.
No.
I would.
And the reason why that made me laugh is because I thought you were talking like literally. I'm like, oh, he has to come off the field. We need to put Eli in. Like, fuck, we have no choice.
Yeah, you know
I
how
would
bad that
trust
would be,
Eli.
man.
I think he's talented.
He is. Definitely.
think
Oh no,
he's
he's
talented.
talented. He made it in the NFL. Like, there's no doubt about that. But in terms of like going in with the elites,
Yeah.
plus, man, he
he's
doesn't
not-
look like he's having a good time.
He just has a bad rep. That's all it is.
Hey, man.
To me, I mean, I'm 2 against or 1 against 2 right now.
You're
But
not nothing. We all on the same team.
Yeah, man.
You've been drinking too much, man. Or not enough, one of the two.
I mean, both of you. Do you guys think he should be in the Hall of Fame?
Yes.
I think he's going to get in, and I'm borderline.
No, man. Like you know, like they say the Super Bowl rings and this. And yes, 100%. He has to get in. 2 against one of the greats, like most of any
Both
other.
of them were against
Both of
Brady.
them were
Both of them were
against
against
him,
Brady.
man.
And then my next question is, who's your team?
Rams.
Rams. You're a Chargers fan. He was on your team.
Well, he was drafted, yeah.
He was on your team. Would you guys?
Wow, that's the smart decision. You guys letting him go.
No,
Everybody else
because-
you messed up in.
because you had
Breeze and
Rivers.
all those
You
other
had
fools.
Rivers.
These fools.
What's wrong? Why do you say Rivers like that?
Eli, you're okay.
Hold on. All right, we're all talking at the same time. Hold on.
Does he have a ring yet?
No. But it's not just him.
Should have kept Eli.
You think Eli would have
Kept
took us to
Eli.
Super Bowl?
I mean, Eli traded himself. That's how weak your
he
establishment
forced the
is.
trade. He forced the trade. Honestly, I'm pretty mad at the Chargers, so I'm not here to defend them right now.
He forced his trade.
Yeah, I remember. I was
Wow.
there. I was on the phone. I was like, honestly, dude, New York Peaks is pretty good out here.
Wow.
Look, guys.
I mean, I love Rivers.
All right,
I'm
let
not
me
trying to
move
hate.
on from this because we got more shit to go. Coming up is the Pro Bowl.
Okay.
Nobody cares every year.
Sad excuse
So-
for
so-
a All-Star game.
So my question is, do you think there's anything the NFL can do, or what should they do to make it relevant?
Dude, it's they talk about injuries and all this stuff all the time. So anytime they have to like play at 50%, then you're not going to see the explosiveness and the this and that. You're not going to see the big hits and the big runs.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't know what I think it all has to be skills competitions. Like ridiculously, like have them go through a Ninja Warrior thing, bro,
That'd be
or
tight.
you know something like that.
But even then, like that's a really good idea. But the skills competitions they have going on right now, they had dodgeball.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I don't give a fuck about who
Yeah,
wins
I-
dodgeball.
Like I get it, dodgeball is like you can.
It is
kind of-
athletic.
You can reference it
I know.
with because it's catching balls. It's like trying to dodge
Dodge the ball, yeah.
dodge a ball, so dodge a tackle. So it makes sense. But I'm like, dude, this is kind of like a celebrity like event.
Yeah, last year they had one where it was tic-tac-toe but with kickers, and they had to make the zones in the field goal post.
That's so lame.
Honestly, I watched a good amount of it.
Was it cool?
It wasn't cool. It wasn't cool for the sense that I was like, I feel like me and my friends can go out there and do this.
You should just
No,
have
no,
fans
we
come
can't.
out and take hits from these football players.
We
bro.
can't. But you know that guy who sits on the couch and drinks beer is like, I could do that. I could throw. A
Let him go
touchdown
out there.
pass
Let
or
him take a
something.
hit from one of the players. That's what
Yeah,
they should do
yeah.
for the Pro Bowl.
Regular guys against fucking linebackers.
Yeah, bro. All
and
these
I-
people sitting there to you know say I can do this shit.
Yeah.
Fucking-
Yeah, honestly, at the base of it all, football is a physical contact sport. So if we're gonna play a game where it's like we're not really hitting each other, it's not gonna be entertaining.
That's why let me give you a hot take or something that I came across. Somebody had an idea that the NFL, like MLB has an awesome All-Star weekend. NBA has a great All-Star weekend. It's been getting kind of like iffy, but if you go into the past, it's not that far away when the NBA was
No, I
awesome.
think the NBA has the best All-Star weekend. But I'm a little biased because it's my favorite.
Right.
And the MLB doesn't really they don't have a great All-Star. They have the home run derby, which is
That's
the
all I
most
remember.
exciting.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
But what I mean by awesome is the fans are into it.
Yeah, they're into the home run derby
Yeah.
for sure. But that's it though. Like I don't watch
or into
nothing
the
else they
weekend.
do.
It's cool to see the pitchers dude, when they can let loose, man. I don't watch baseball.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
want to let everybody know that. But dude, during the All-Star game, you see one of those sick pitchers just do whatever the hell he wants.
Yeah.
It looks ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
It looks so good. But yeah, basketball is the best. I watch hockey. Hockey's cool. They do weird ass competitions, but I mean, yeah, NBA one is the best.
It reminds me, one time I was watching they were doing a NHL draft for the All-Star team. So I guess they had the pool of players who made the All-Star team.
Yeah.
But then they had captains to draft how the teams are going to be.
Yeah.
And the guy who gets drafted last was going to get a car. So everybody who would get drafted would be like, fuck. Nobody wanted
A car? Damn.
They were getting like a brand new Kia or whatever the fuck it was. But I was like, dude, you're getting a fucking free car.
Hell yeah, man.
Don't pick me, dude.
But let me tell you guys. So those two sports, it's mid-season, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So the hot take that I read on was that the NFL should be like they should pay for the All-Star. They don't want to pay for it because they lose money. But what they should pay for is they should have insurance on the game. It should be after the Super Bowl. The players should come in, play 100%, and then if somebody gets hurt, that's the fear. If somebody gets hurt, that player should be insured by the NFL.
Yeah.
And still get paid.
Oh my God, you're asking all these white owners to do that? No way, bro.
I don't think it's going to happen.
That would be sick. I want to
Think
watch
about
a
it.
sick.
Think about
like,
how great that game
Yeah.
would be. How hard they would play.
Yeah, if they went,
if they knew,
bro, if you put
if they knew that they
Winner
they
gets
got
$100
hurt,
million,
they'd be okay. Yeah.
the team gets $100 million who wins, go
and you guys split it up,
and you split it up,
hell yeah.
bro. Wow.
Hell yeah.
I would love to watch like an all-out, real deal, all-star like football game.
Yeah.
But I've never even heard of one. Even in the bowls in college, all those fools skip out because they're getting ready. They don't want to get
draft,
hurt,
yeah.
and it's never like I think you've been like bred on like this is not important.
Yeah,
From college
the
even.
only real ones were in the like 70s, 80s, and 90s because they still played hard. They still hit each other.
The MLB, I don't know if they still do this, but I know at one point they did whoever won between the AL and the NL would get home field advantage in the World Series. That's dope. Especially if you're a guy
That's
who's on a
important,
contender.
bro.
That's another good.
You're taking the All-Star game seriously.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's cool.
Yeah,
If
it
every
makes it
sport
interesting.
incorporates that, if the NHL incorporated that, dude, that would be a big deal, man.
I mean,
home court in any sport.
yeah, you're guaranteed home field advantage in the
Chargers
finals.
will finally have one
Hopefully
home
that
court
you
game.
still have
We
to
don't
make
make
the
shit,
game.
man.
You still have to make the game after the Super Bowl because you don't want to get hurt before the Super Bowl.
No, but the guys who are in the Super Bowl don't make the Pro Bowl, or they don't go to the Pro Bowl.
In the NFL,
Yeah.
which sucks because who wouldn't want to see Patrick Mahomes? I don't know if you saw some of the shit that happened this last week with the Pro Bowl or this week.
The competitions.
The competitions. The quarterbacks. Kirk Cousins was the best one. Imagine Mahomes was out
No,
there.
I get what you're
Yeah.
saying, but also
I don't think he gives a shit. Did you see the picture with Amari Cooper standing there? It was on Bleacher Report. It was two other players and Amari Cooper there for the Pro Bowl, and he
didn't
does
see
not
Amari do
look
shit.
He doesn't
like
wanna be
he
there.
wants to be there.
Dude, Amari, like
He's
out of
so
everything
upset.
I watched, didn't do shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
was not
I
involved.
didn't really watch
He
him,
was not
but I know
involved.
that they have the quarterback competition where they have to hit targets.
Yes.
And
I think that's the most entertaining one, man.
yes, that's dope. But they let you take turns. I think it's like a 3-man team, 4-man team, but one person on your team has to be a defensive player. So they let Von Miller go out there for the AFC to represent. This dude missed everything.
Yeah,
But
bro.
it wasn't even close though.
Oh, wow.
That made me mad because it's like
But
I think I
Frankie,
could do that.
This year it was instead of that it was the same idea. It was 3 players. 2 of them had to be quarterbacks. 1 of them had to be non-quarterback. On each side, it was Jarvis Landry and Devontae Adams
Okay. But for the same thing for hitting targets.
for hitting targets.
Yeah, I mean, I was excited because I'm like,
It's cool,
non-quarterback,
but like, they really need to change something. I don't know, man. They I don't know, change their uniforms.
well, because we don't care about the Pro Bowl, The Super Bowl's coming up.
Yes, sir.
I'm not asking anybody to make any picks, but if you feel the confidence now, go ahead. Dero, obviously, I saw Dero make $100 bet on the Chiefs.
Yep.
So go ahead. Do you think I know who you riding with?
Good job.
Yeah. Honestly, man, I hope the Niners win. But they're an amazing team, crazy defense, all this stuff. But
where are you leaning, bro?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and take the Chiefs.
My voice was so confident.
It was. It really was. I want the Chiefs to win, but right now I'm feeling like the Niners are going to take it. I think it really depends on can the Chiefs score, which we know they can, but they're going against pretty elite defense. Because the Niners run it so much, if the Chiefs start to score, can they keep up?
Yeah.
Can they keep up on the scoreboard is going to be the question.
Can Garoppolo do his thing? Because I know he's won. I know he's won. He's won a lot. Like, the guy is amazing. Yeah. But he's a very safe quarterback player. He knows what he's doing. Yeah. He can rely on the run like probably nobody else can.
Exactly.
But is that going to work this time? Because, dude, the Chiefs stopped the run last time, man. And then, like, anytime it's been a question, like, they've shown up. But if this is a question of defense against offense, I like defenses, but don't offenses, like, always win? I don't know.
No, I think it's... I mean, if we took, like, the whole time, usually it's defense. But like the way I see it is that the 49ers running game is too creative to be stopped by a defense. Mm-hmm. And so I think they're going to be able to run the ball. But I also think the Chiefs are going to be able to score very quickly. And if we take like the sample size of Jimmy Garoppolo and the games he had to throw, he showed up. There was not one game where he didn't show up. Even the games they lost by less than a touchdown, I want to say. Or maybe even less than that. But both of these teams are the best teams that had to make it.
Yeah, 100%, man. But my thing is, can anybody keep up with Tyreek Hill? This guy is ridiculously fast.
What about Travis Kelce?
Olympic fast.
Kelsey's awesome, dude. Kelsey's in the tight end position, man. That guy is a monster. He's great. He resembles Gronk and all this other stuff.
Like unless the 49ers get creative and they put a DB on him that's kind of big, because usually like you put a linebacker.
That's the problem. It's a mismatch every time.
Yeah, you put a linebacker on the tight end because it's two big dudes. Like you want a dude to cover that big dude. You don't want like a 5'10", 5'11".
Of course not, man. Yeah. So they got Kelsey, they got Tyreek Hill on that side. Yeah. Richard Sherman is going to be losing his mind. I'm not saying they don't have a good defense. They 100% do. They're in the Super Bowl for a reason.
Yes.
But, dude, Tyreek Hill runs like 26.3 miles per hour.
Honestly, you're convincing me, man. I'm leaning. I was already leaning that way. But
man, I've seen him catch up to his running back before the running back.
Yeah, honestly, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Let me tell you guys this: the over under it might have changed since then.
I'm sure it has. It will change as
for the game. Closer. It was 54, which is very high.
Wow.
54. Do you guys think it's gonna be over?
Yes.
In any game the Chiefs are in, yeah.
Usually the Super Bowl's a letdown and it's never an over, like in the gamblers,
except for the Eagles.
Except for the Eagles, yeah. That was really weird. That was very weird. But I don't think if the Eagles had scored that many points, the Patriots would have come back, and you know what I mean. But I think for in this point, I think it's going to be an under. But the Chiefs should have the firepower.
That's a hot take. Under?
An under. Damn,
you said 54?
Yeah, follow me.
We'll see. It's gonna, the line's gonna change as we get closer to the game.
I'm not saying I'm right either, but like. That'll be crazy.
So basically, nobody's saying anything on this show. I'm not saying that. Nobody's saying anything.
Even if it's 53.
I know. Like I said, I wasn't gonna ask anybody to take picks, but you've heard the picks already.
Chiefs under.
Yeah,
I think it's unanimous.
We'll see, man. We have one more episode before the actual Super Bowl, so we'll see how the fuck this goes, man. Let's get to the NBA. Let's talk about the Los Angeles Lakers, sitting at 36-9, number 1 in the West. This last week, we went 2-1, beating both the New York teams. But Boston smacked the shit out of us.
Yeah, that was weird, man.
To be honest, it was a little disappointing.
Yeah.
Because it just felt like the guys, they didn't get up for that game. Like they didn't come ready. And it's weird to say because it's against your biggest rival and it's on MLK Day. Mm-hmm. Everybody knows only a few teams play on that day and everybody's watching those games. So it's weird to say that, but that's just how it felt. It felt like they came in not prepared, not ready for the moment.
Yeah.
And the Celtics were. So you can't do nothing but tip off your hat. They punched us right in the mouth, and they kept the lead the whole game.
Yeah, you're right on that. They punched us in the mouth. But what I think is it was the first game back for AD. So there was a rhythm that they already had because they had just beat Houston. They fucking Houston and who else? The Mavericks. And that was without LeBron too.
Yeah, they were on a 5-game stretch without AD, I believe. So now this is the first game back with him, and everybody's kind of assimilating back to where they need to be.
So they got kind of used to that system. So AD comes back. I mean, he had been there most of the year.
Yeah.
So it was just the timing was off to me.
No, yeah, I completely understand. But also, if you have championship aspirations, you should never be down by 30 throughout the season. The fuck out of here,
dude. The first they looked amazing. Even the first couple, I was like, oh shit, man, this team is on fire. Like everything was clicking, alley hoops, all this stuff, and then it just went right down the drain. I know. AD was on a minutes restriction. I know he was on. He was restricted with the minutes, but that doesn't mean like you can lose by 30 points or whatever. Like that was really weird. It's a fluke game. I'm not really paying attention too much to it.
Yeah.
You know, congrats to Boston, whatever the hell they want to be happy about.
Yeah. So we can't harp on it. We got to look forward. This week we got 2 really big tests. Tomorrow we're taking on the 76ers, who are sitting at 29-17. The 76ers are a good team that have the chance to be great once they click into that full potential. Yes. They just haven't gotten there yet.
Not gonna happen.
And they're just coasting, hoping that they can get there. Obviously, they're going to be a big player in the playoff picture, but the East goes through Giannis. We all know
Embiid's not playing, right? Embiid's not playing in the game.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he's going to be in the game, but the matchups across the board are just mad interesting. If he does play, you have to see him match up with our bigs, possibly match up with AD. I think they'll keep AD away from Embiid. And then Ben Simmons, like we have plenty of defensive guards, but Ben Simmons is he's a freak. At that size, he shouldn't be able to do that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be really interesting how they do. They're full of role players. Obviously, besides their big 2, they got Tobias Harris, they got Al Horford, they got Matt Thibault, which is their rookie, a really solid role player in his first year in the league. But I think it's a big test. I think we have to win that game. They're not
as deep as we are. So
no way. They're not. We should get that game.
They're starting and then some like going a little bit into their bench. It's nice, but it's not us.
Especially like if you said Embiid's not playing. If he doesn't play, that's a must win.
No, man. If he doesn't play, they're gonna win. But I think that team, like they can shock you. I mean, they are the Sixers at the end of the day. They do have height, man. Like the Lakers are a very tall team.
That's one of the few teams that can match with us.
Yeah, but you know they're the Sixers. They're never gonna.
And then we play the Clippers.
And then on Tuesday we play the Clippers, who are 31-14.
Third matchup.
A great roster has been compiled down the hallway in Staples Center. They're 2-0 against us, and the first 2 games I said they weren't must wins. If I wouldn't feel disappointed if we lost those games, and I didn't feel disappointed because it all depends on how we play the game. This third game, I think, is a must win. I think if you lose this one, it starts to creep in your head. Can we beat this team?
Yeah, 100%, man.
And you know the Clippers, for as much as people have been getting on Kawhi for load management, whenever they play the Lakers, he's not sitting out that game because he knows what it means in the long run when we get to the playoffs. And then Patrick Beverly and Montez, those guys are Montez. I don't even think that's fucking. Is that his name? Montez Harrell?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I thought I was thinking of someone.
Montrez,
something like that. But I like those guys because they relish in being the villain. They like being the bad guy, and I like that.
Yeah.
Until they do it to us.
Beverly.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh my God, he hates us.
With a passion. We did cut him at one point. We either cut him or traded him away.
But he's everybody says he's that guy you want on your team, but you hate it when he's on the other team. I get it, but fuck that guy.
NBA player in the league
right now.
Yes.
He wants to be the guy you want on your team. That don't, you know, when you want to be that guy.
Even if he was on our team, people would hate him, and we would have to defend him. Luckily, we don't have to, but he is the most like annoying player on the team.
Well, I mean, I'm excited for that matchup. I'm glad we got AD back, and he and the rest of the guys will get their rhythm before we play the Clippers. It's going to be another great game. The first 2 games were really good. It's going to be another great game, and I'm predicting the Lakers walk out with a W. It's a must-win. We have to beat them this time.
They better.
This specific time.
I mean, something we have to get back to, too, is, like if we're talking about the Lakers state right now, is when they started the season, they were one of the better defensive teams in the league.
Yeah.
And now they're letting teams score. Hit threes, drive in. Like you guys gotta come back to that mentality. I still believe they're getting better as the season has progressed, but they have forgotten that first thing that they were good at was defense.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope they still lead the league in blocks and all this stuff. Because, dude, they were on fire at one moment.
Yeah.
Even now, man, every game I watch, there's at least like 6 block shots, man. The regular teams don't do that.
No.
So if they can keep that thing going, if they need a little, 3-point perimeter defense, something like that, I think their future is very bright.
And then Kuz. People need to stop hating on Kuz. I don't want him to get traded. I just think that we're forgetting that this is still the first
bro.
teams together. So they still have to gel. Kuz is still the third best player on this team. And
that's tough.
He has to gel.
I don't think he's the third best player. I think he's maybe you can feel comfortable saying he's the third best scorer, but he's not the third best player on this team.
He needs to be the third best player, man. Like I know people like panic really fast, trade him, he's not good, blah 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 blah. But dude, no, man, you can see this guy. Like he's gonna be. Just give him a little bit of time.
Give him a time.
Let this fool
and
chill.
I'll take that from you, Frankie. He might not be the best third player, but the best third scorer.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I get that because he's not a two-way player.
Nah, he's really not. And sometimes I feel like he gets lost. He gets frustrated. He feels like he needs to force up a shot. Some of that is gonna go away with maturity.
Yeah.
But also, we're looking at what it's your second, third year in the league, and we're playing for big stakes. So you need to show me what you can bring right now.
And he's playing in the LA market, which is to me is messing with his head because with his Amber Rose head.
Well, which is why I'm on the opposite side of you guys, where you guys are like, let's be patient and wait it out. To me, I want to get rid of him because I feel I'm starting to get the vibe from him that he's more concerned with being famous than he is being a basketball player, which is fine.
Yeah.
Go do that shit in Memphis. Go do that shit in Charlotte.
Who are you gonna get? Who are you gonna get? Realistically,
let's
trade away.
And I'm glad you brought this up because this is my next point. Let's package him for Derrick Rose.
That would be sick.
Because Derrick Rose is having a great year, and we need a point guard off the bench. We need somebody who can create their own shot. He fits perfectly on this team.
But we wouldn't get D Rose for Kuzma straight up.
Because here's the deal. Let me tell you. We're going to get Derrick Rose and a 2022 draft pick for Kuzma and Quinn Cook.
That's nice. You set that up nicely because their age range is different. Kuz is what, 23, 27. I know there's a big age range right there, but that's
such a late pick though.
It's what?
Such a late pick. We gave up so many picks for AD.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, but AD is like.
But I mean, he's gonna be worth it once he resigns.
I'm happy. I'm happy about that. Yeah, I'm happy about that.
So what's your point, man?
No, my point is that we don't really have a lot to give. So like
Kuzma and Quinn Cook, I just gave them away. We're getting D Rose.
I don't think they're gonna take
Quinn Cook. Really, you want to get rid of Quinn Cook, dude? You don't think
I
potentially?
I really like Quinn Cook.
That fool can potentially be somebody.
But if we're getting Derrick Rose, there's not gonna be no minutes for him anyways.
Trade for Fultz.
Markel?
Yeah.
Fuck, I like Markel too.
Dude, man, he's been.
But there's plenty
the
of
Sixers
guys.
got rid of him. The same story, man.
Yeah.
Same thing with D'Angelo Russell. You panic too fast. I know D'Angelo Russell, whatever in his head, but dude, that fool's sick, man.
That's the thing.
If the Lakers had him right now,
we need a finisher, and I think Kuzma can. We have to mature him, and I think personally, he can mature in this season because they're still gelling together. It's still a team on their first year.
Yeah, I think realistically, we got maximum a 3-year window for a chip. Maximum 3 years. I don't want to sit around and bet on him. I don't. I want somebody that's proven. The only thing that scares me about Derrick Rose would be, obviously the injuries. Because that would bite us in the ass. But besides that, that's what we need.
I would love him on our team.
Wow, that would be sick, man.
That
would be pretty awesome.
I'm out here speaking things into existence.
It's not going to happen.
Well,
I don't think it's going to happen.
Thanks for raining on my parade, Negative Nancy. Because we were just talking about it, the All-Stars for the NBA, the starters have been announced. I don't know if you guys have seen the list, but for the East, we got
that's pretty weird.
Joel Embiid, Pascal Siakam, we got Giannis, Kemba Walker, and Trae Young.
Wow.
Pretty good lineup, right?
That's a big lineup.
Pretty good lineup.
What's the average height on that lineup?
If I'm looking at it
12
right
years
now,
old.
12 years old, this fucking guy.
Average age, too. Oh my God.
If I'm looking at this lineup, their average height is probably about 6'8", 6'9". It's a pretty big fucking lineup. I mean, Kemba is a small guy.
And they're athletic, though.
But either way,
They're
it's irrelevant once you hear the names from the West.
All right, I'm ready.
Once you hear the names from the West, we got LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Luka, Kawhi, James Harden.
Wow.
It's the Eastern starters are irrelevant.
They have a better defense, I think.
All right, but nobody plays defense in the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
I
bro.
know, but in the All-Star game, nobody plays defense. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Unless they start playing defense.
Do you really pay attention to the All-Star game and stuff, or are you like I like the 3-point shooter, the 3-point competition better?
I used to more
Yeah.
when Kobe was in.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Kobe was in it. I was super into the All-Star game.
Yeah.
That's our guy.
Yeah, man.
That's our guy.
But I think it was a different culture that we had in LA as fans too, because I think Kobe, like his presence, like what he brought to the table was business, and he was like, all right, we're gonna come here, we're gonna play,
Yeah.
we're gonna fucking.
Well, that's the
win
thing. There's
championship.
only a few guys around the league who take the All-Star game serious. Kobe was one of them. Chris Paul was one of them. Westbrook's one of them.
Yeah.
So now, okay, Kobe's gone. Chris Paul might, I mean, I hate to say it, but he might not make this All-Star team. Westbrook's going to make it. So it's just guys who don't care as much. It leads to a Pro Bowl effect.
Yeah. And with the dunk contest, man, Zach LaVine, dude. Zach LaVine and Gordon, bro. That
And
dunk
Aaron
contest.
Gordon.
Yeah, yeah.
Dwight Howard's doing it this year.
Yeah.
I want to talk real quick, just a quick mention. Zion Williamson made his debut against San Antonio Spurs. 22 points, 3 assists, 7 rebounds, all in 18 minutes.
People were hating
4 for 4 from the 3-point line.
Bro, that guy was
were
sick, man.
hating.
Say whatever, like, the guy was sick. He looked like just a behemoth on this basketball court.
Yeah.
Like, people were just bouncing off him, bro. He was so much faster in getting his own rebounds. Like, that, like he knew exactly where it was going to go. I know you see that. This may be a fluke game, whatever. But, dude, this guy, man.
And then
Wow.
when him hitting his shot,
Yeah.
so unexpected. I know they were leaving him wide open because they knew he was going to hit his shots, and they were ahead. They were like, all right,
It's dangerous, man.
but it's dangerous.
Well, my thing about that is I didn't watch the game. I only saw the highlights. But I'm glad that he was so good from the 3-point line because, yes, in college he dominated as most of these spectacular athletes do until they get to the next level. But most of his highlights were like based off athleticism. Were based off him jumping out the gym, just being
He did a
bigger
lot of that,
physically.
but yeah.
So now when I see the highlights and he's actually hitting the shots, it's like, okay, there's skill behind this athleticism.
Yeah, man.
So hopefully it leads to a long career for him because I'm excited to see more of this.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's why he was limited, and people were upset for no reason. Because I think the formula for the Pelicans right now is that they need to limit him.
Well, yeah, because he's your biggest asset. So you don't want to throw him out there and let him
He's
get
that
hurt.
guy, man. And when I was watching, I didn't know his number. Like, I like him, but I didn't know his number. I was like, who the fuck is that guy? Dude, this guy was just like in his own league right there, man.
Yeah.
The Spurs did not matter. They would have won that game if they let him in there. But the Spurs, bro, were like irrelevant, man. Guy was a monster.
Hey,
bro.
It's about the long haul.
Like I said, it's going to be exciting to see
Yeah,
what
I
he does
can't-
with the rest
yeah.
of his career, man. Real quick, let's hit some topics. I want to talk about Michelle Carter. She was just released from prison.
Yes.
The reason why I want to talk about her is because Danny actually brought up this documentary on the show a few weeks ago. If you don't know who Michelle Carter is, she was convicted of manslaughter. She was sentenced to 15 months in prison. She only served 11. She's still going to be on probation. Basically, she encouraged her boyfriend to commit suicide
Yeah.
through text message, through phone calls. Honestly, me and Raul,
Encourage is a light word.
it is a light word.
I think she pushed him.
Yeah. And what makes me feel bad is when the guy obviously wanted to back out of it, when he changed his mind, she was still there like, just do it. Go through with it. It's your time. You're ready.
Bro, like, how long did this ordeal go on for? Do we know this? Like, was it like a couple month thing, a couple years?
Oh, how long were they
No,
dating?
No. Like all these texts and stuff. She probably was like, "Bro, fuck it, just go ahead and do it, bro. Commit to something finally."
think
God
that's
damn
the
it!
way she meant it?
Like,
No.
Before it started, they were both depressed, and somehow I forget how they found each other. They were both depressed. They were mostly boyfriend and girlfriend through social media, or through their phones, not social media, through their phones.
Yeah.
I think they met maybe like 3-4 times. The thing is that if you see the end of it, I think you're gonna side with the fact that she did murder him, because it's hard to say. Honestly, like,
You're talking about the end of the documentary?
the end of the documentary. For me, it's really hard to say that I can be convinced to kill myself, because when Daniel brought it up and he told me, "What do you think?" and it was all hypothetical. He was like, "What do you think if somebody convinces somebody else to kill themselves? Do you think that's murder?" And I said no. When he first told me that, I said no. I was like, there's no way, because you're the one that's pulling that action on yourself. It's still a suicide. But when you see the text at the end, I didn't see the text in the beginning, which that's what you're talking about. But the text at the end, the one that hit home was the one where he had a second thought and like walked out of the suicide. And hit her up, the worst person to hit up, but that was his confidant. That's who he loved. And she said, "No, you gotta." I forget. I think it's you gotta go back in, or you gotta go.
Yeah, don't rethink this or whatever. But then the thing, at the same time, he knew if he hit her up, she's gonna say "fucking do it." So he's hitting her up anyway. She hasn't changed her tone.
Yeah,
you know, like 100%. Like somebody who's messed up in their head in that state, they're very easy to manipulate. I completely understand that. But at the same time, but dude, this is like, I don't know if it's her fault or you can like watching a documentary. It'll still confuse you to the point where, dude, at the end of the day, like it's you should like just understand that you're doing it to yourself. Like I mean, it's I get it. Like she was leading him on and all these other things and hundreds of text messages probably that we haven't read. But like, are you serious, bro? You want to kill yourself? Just fucking go off yourself. Like you're like asking other people for permission. Pretty much is what's going on.
She enabled him.
He probably wants to. She hella enabled him. But you gotta, to me, you gotta remember how weak people really are, because even when with if I give a different example with kidnapping, like things that happen, the kidnappee starts being like, oh no, like he's not doing nothing wrong with the kidnapper. Like, oh no, I belong to him. Or I belong to her, whoever kidnapped.
Yeah.
And it's a mental thing.
Yeah, when you're weak in that state, man, and you're vulnerable, you can be taken advantage of, blah 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 blah. Like that's all I understand. But you're an adult, man. Like dude, to have a girl just be like, or a guy, whatever, you know the story is, but just encourage you, kill yourself. Like that shouldn't be like it's dude, life is pretty tough, man. Everybody goes through tough shit. You think this is over? High school, how many times did you think, oh, she left me, I left her? Like there's so many situations.
Well, Daryl, nobody left me. All right.
All right.
So
you're right about that.
Okay?
Your track record is clean. But you know, you somebody else is like whispering in your ear.
No, yeah, completely.
Go ahead and do it.
That's
Go
how
ahead
I
and do
felt.
it. And then, fuck, man.
When Danny brought this up, I was very like on that side, and then. When I started seeing this shit and researching it, I was like, wait a second. It made me think. I'm not saying that I still believe that she was in the wrong.
Yeah.
She did fuck up. But obviously there's blame on both sides. But whose fault is it in the end? That's the hard question to ask. And that's the question that because the trial, it wasn't a jury trial. It was a she gave up. She was like, no, I don't want a jury. I just want to do it with the court. So it was a judge who decided the final predicament. And he said, you're guilty.
Damn, man, to convince one person to do it, like, you know, I mean, I understand that. Like, that's probably, man, that's so tough to say.
At the end of the day,
nowadays, man, people think their phones are more important than anything else in the world. And the messages and stuff you're getting through your phone are telling you to do something. That's pretty nuts, man.
This just kind of goes back to the top of the show, like we said. Just keep the right people around you, man.
Yeah.
Because this is a prime example of what happens
there
when
you
don't. Prime example. Damn. Another sad story, unfortunately, guys.
Yeah.
Delonte West looks like he's homeless.
Oh,
There's
that
a
was
video.
pretty crazy to watch, man.
Watching that.
Yep. There was a video of him getting beat as well. It's just sad to see because just a couple years ago, he was in the NBA, the highest level of basketball. He had a stint with the Mavericks after he was cut by the Celtics for being brought up on weapons charges. The Celtics said we don't want to deal with it. The Mavericks took a chance with him. After he finished with the Mavericks.
Sounds like a wide receiver.
Sounds like somebody you know, huh?
No, it's somebody in the NFL, man. It sounds like somebody in the NFL.
Oh, I thought you were referencing Antonio Brown. I was like, yeah, sounds like somebody I know.
Him too, bro.
Yeah. So the Mavericks found out that he was kind of going through sort of some struggles, and they offered him a deal with the G League. He took it as, oh, this is my chance to get back in the league, when in actuality, the Mavericks just took it as, you need to make some money, like you need some help with what you're going through. We're going to get you out of your situation. I think once he realized that there was no coming back into the league, it just spiraled more. Yeah.
Damn, man, to see somebody like that. But I'm not going to say he was at the top or at the top of the game.
No, he wasn't.
Blah, blah, blah. No.
But
he was a role player, whatever. but you're in the fucking NBA.
You were a pro and you played valuable minutes. Like, you meant something to certain teams. And he has a track record of mental illness. When he was a teenager, he used to cut himself. He had attempted suicides. I saw a video earlier where he acknowledged his multiple personalities. And, like, at the time, it's like, oh, it's a joke. He's just laughing it off. But now when you have this as background, it's a little more chilling. Dude. It's a little more chilling because he says, I'm proud of my personalities and you're going to get to meet all of them. Unfortunately, it is another sad story, but we just hope Delonte West gets the help that he needs. Because a lot of people are reaching out. I'm sure people are trying to find him and get to him. And, I mean, it's sad, but it's nice to know that there's a community reaching out for him.
Yeah.
And
I mean, he deserves it. He was a respectable player, and I mean, he was likable. So whatever mental issues he has, I hope they get worked out.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to go out on that note. I want to go out a little bit happier, Dero.
Okay.
So I want to bring it back to Taps, man, and tell me why. Tell me why people need to go to Taps. Tell me why people need to stop by and see you at Taps.
Well, one, the people we have working there are fantastic, man.
Shout out Vanessa. Shout out
Blue. Shout out everybody that works at Taps. Our beer tap list is unparalleled. We have a fantastic variety of beers on tap that you can choose from. We rotate every handle. Every time you come in, most likely there's going to be a couple new beers. Whether it's you like Belgian beers or IPAs or hazies or whatever your deal is, we have something for you. But at the same time, we don't skip out on the food. I know we look like a bar.
Yeah.
We're a gastropub, but we don't freeze any of the meat. Everything's fresh. We always try to carry some foods that link up with some of the beers, so you have a nice little, a combination there. But we have all the sports channels that you can want. You can come in there, watch whatever you want, drink and eat. We have a nice environment, a nice ambiance. But yeah, we're a cool little spot in the valley, man. Come by.
Let's fucking get it, man. And real quick, they're gonna kill me if I don't get this in right quick. Shout out Mitchell, man. He wanted me to bring up Los Angeles City Council. Stop being fucking crybabies. They might strip the Astros, they might strip the Red Sox, but they're not gonna give it to the Dodgers because it doesn't make no fucking sense.
We don't deserve it.
And it doesn't change anything.
We don't deserve
Nobody
it.
wants to have a parade for being second place.
Yes.
I know I sound like a fucking hater, but it's just honest. If it was my team, I wouldn't want a parade for second place either.
Yeah, of course not, man.
So stop being fucking crybabies. There's no point in getting together and wasting taxpayers' money to go fucking vote on this. Nobody gives a fuck. Strip the Astros if you want. Strip the Red Sox if you want.
Strip them.
You still lost at home, so I don't care what you say about the signal stealing. That's all I gotta say about that. Raul, you got anything to say before we get out of here?
All I gotta say is, where can we check you out? What is the address to
Taps? We're on Reseda and Devonshire, right next to the big LA Fitness.
Fuck yeah, baby.
We're located right there, man. Come by. We got a lot of good deals. And mention this episode and get like 20% off.
Whoa! You're welcome. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. I just asked that. No, but I'm asking because every time, like I told you, every time I've been there, great experience. Not only with your staff, not only with the food, not only with the drinks I've been served, but like I have a good time in the environment.
Yeah, man.
I feel like you guys create a nice little
welcoming environment.
Yes.
Yeah.
So thank you for that.
Thank you, man. Thank you for noticing. Thank you.
Man, I want to give a shout out to Daryl. Thank you for coming today. Thank you for joining us
very
on
much
the
for having
podcast.
me, man. This was awesome.
Frankie, can you say something else about Danny, because he was spilling the beans on you last week.
He reminds me of a teenage girl with too much time on her hands.
Wow.
And I'm glad you asked me that question because you're over here revving the motor up. You feel me?
I'm trying to fuel the fire right now.
Oh, boy. Me and Danny are going to have a conversation when he gets back. But not for real, Danny. Hope you're enjoying yourself out in Vegas, man. Please be safe. Shout out, Raul. Thank you for coming on the show again, man. And like I said at the top of the show, be particular, be specific, be careful about who you keep in your circle. Keep important people around you. Keep people who are going to provide you with a healthy mind state and only going to bring joy into your life, because there's too many negative people out here. We're exposed to too much bullshit on the daily. But on the regular, you need people like this. With that being said, we're going to get the fuck out of here. Thank you, guys.